So fancy. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. I'm excited to go through this because I have not taught this class before. We've been diligently working behind the scenes to create more access to a lot of the resources that we have, that we facilitate here on site and on Zoom like we're doing right now. So over the course of the last several weeks, we have added all of our classes that we've recorded into YouTube, as well as the new RU, which stands for RE/MAX University. Previously, they were only available within Property Base, or as we all will forever call it, Back Agent. When you hear Back Agent, Property Base, those are the same thing. It used to be Back Agent, they were bought out, now they're Property Base. So previously, all of our recorded classes and the majority of our resources lived in Back Agent, and they still do. We're not removing them from Back Agent because I feel like we're all conditioned at this point to go there when we need something. But the good news is rather than have to click down the different folders, 6, 7, 8 folders to access the videos, now it's more of a one-click like YouTube or a one-click like RE/MAX University. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to kind of give you a tour of where all you can find our recorded classes in the event that you want a refresher or if you are looking for a quick tutorial. So I'm going to start with Back Agent because that's our friend. We are most familiar with Back Agent / Property Base, and this should look familiar. Now, if you are on a team and maybe you guys only have one Back Agent account, you can still access these same things. Whatever your team agreement is, whatever your arrangement is, just be aware you can access it as well, as long as your team leaders with it. Now, the good news is if you don't have a Back Agent account, you have a YouTube, you can access that through the internet, and you can get there with RE/MAX University because regardless if you're on a team or not, you do have access to Max Center. Okay, all of that to say, this is the dashboard that you should be accustomed to seeing whenever you first log into Property Base. Up here in the red ribbon at the top where it says start transactions, listings, so on and so forth, that's the main menu of Back Agent. And I want to show you around a little bit because there's lots of goodness that you can utilize whenever you're in here. It's not just for transaction submission. It's also information about preferred partners, which you guys see here scrolling in this banner. It's reminders to call for call time sign up on the 20th. It's information of people that we work with regularly. These are all clickable, so you can download the PDFs straight from clicking on these. I like to point that out because a lot of times we just kind of become numb to these things that are moving. But there is, like, if you need help managing your, I need to update that. Transactions, you can click on that, it'll go to Becca. So there's lots of goodness just right here at the beginning. But to show you where our library is, you're going to go to Office. So again, think of the red ribbon as your main menu. You'll click on Office. And then I don't know about y'all, but my natural inclination is to go to Resources. It is not where that is. You're going to go to Documents. Resources are where call time is. That's where you can, reserve the conference room. That's where you can reserve the home-based office, the RE/MAX balloon, the tent, so on and so forth. You don't want to click on Resources today. You want to click on Documents. So you'll click on Documents, and you're going to see a whole bunch of folders just like this. So the first one, Agent Development Materials. That is my folder, and that's where the bulk of our content is going to be. So when you click on that little folder that says Agent Development Materials, you're also going to see a whole bunch of subfolders in there. So you're going to see basically all of our class names. So it's separated that way. You can find the PDF companion guide that accompanies any one of our classes within these folders. For the actual recordings of the classes that I teach or that Carrie Moncla has taught or Becca or whoever else, affiliate and vendors, you're going to click on that first folder that says class recordings. When you do, you're going to see a whole bunch of files. These are links. So all of these, like here's one that Brooke Rowe did. It was a lunch and learn in Orange County on how the flood policy changes affect the mortgage process. That might be interesting to you if you do any kind of business, particularly in Orange County, where you have 3, 4, 5 time floods. Okay. 1 to 4 residential contract. That's one that Carrie taught. 1 to 4 with Becca. So they're all labeled. And when you click on each one of these things, it's going to open the video and then you can watch it. Okay. These are available any time that you need them. And you guys can see how extensive this library has become over the course of several years when we started holding them. or recording them. Now, going back to documents, I want to show you a couple of other things as well that can be useful. Booge, that's where that material lives. You can also access that in Mac Center if you're curious. Preferred partners, this is being updated now that we have Callie helping me with that. This is where you can find all of the current preferred partners as well as a point of contact. So if you needed someone like a pest control, or if you needed someone to talk to for mortgage or title, check there. I even think it makes a great resource to have available where you could also refer out to your clients if they ask for your help in that area. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys are these folders right here that I just added a couple of weeks ago. This is market share flyers. Have you guys seen where our agents post on social media where it's like Remax against the competition, where it's like transaction sold, you know, transaction units sold, transaction volume sold, and then Remax is like 50%. Everybody else can't even compete. That's what these are. These our information where I pull this is updated about once a quarter. So every quarter, I would encourage you guys just to make a little reminder on your calendars to come check back here. I usually share them on Facebook too, so you guys can access them either way. But if you wanted to go back for any reason and print them to accompany you on a listing conversation, or if you wanted to work with a buyer or whatever, and you needed some stats to fall back on, this is a really good place to find those. And I have broken them out according to Beaumont, Bridge City, Mont Belvieu, Nederland, and the Woodlands, every place that we have a physical office location. One of the questions that I hear often is, what about, you know, Lumberton? What about a specific zip code? Can you pull those same things to show the market share and the activity in these specific areas? The answer is yes. We can pull any of that data anywhere in Texas. And if Remax is the one that has the market share, then we can print the report. If we don't have the market share, they will not let us print the report. So that is good to know. And those you just click on, and you can see them by clicking on the little link as well. And you'll see them for listing side units, listing side volume. You'll see them for selling side units, selling side volume, as well as transaction side units and transaction side volume. So you guys can see it puts all of the other little competitors here, and then it shows where we are at the top. I love these. Love, love, love these, because it is very hard to argue with that. Right. People like things that we can logically and tangibly provide them. This is a perfect example of that. Okay. And that's for Beaumont. Yay, Beaumont. Do you have any questions on property-based back agent and finding that library, accessing that library? Okay.
Nope.
Good deal. All right. So let's move on. Let's show you guys YouTube. All right. So all of those same videos that you saw just a second ago with property base and back agent are also available in YouTube. Now, you should be able to find our channel just typing in Remax One, or sometimes it's Remax One SETX. I've found it searching both. So you'll just have to have, you know, trial and error, play around with that. But all of our videos are right here. I don't really know how I feel about me being on YouTube teaching classes, but they're here. Again, it's just, we moved them to YouTube to simplify it, because you guys saw like we had to click here, 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 and then we had our library. The idea with YouTube is to find the channel, click on it, and have access to all the videos with a couple of clicks to kind of reduce that down a little bit. So you would just go to Google, you would type in Remax One YouTube or Remax One SETX YouTube, and that should bring you straight to this channel. I probably need to like get a short link and then just share it. So I will do that this week. That way y'all don't even have to Google it. It'll just be there. But this is where you find them in YouTube. They are categorized according to playlists. So once you're on the channel, you can see all of the videos that are uploaded. Then you can also access these playlists, as YouTube calls them. And I've broken them up into technical training, which I would call like nuts and bolts, the contract, the third-party financing addendum, all those things would be under technical training. Systems and training would be how to create a process in order to do a certain thing. Technology is what we're doing right now. Any kind of Canva tutorial, any kind of Megaphone, Design Center that's gone now, all of that type of Instagram training would be in that playlist. And then development training, that's all of the momentum material that we also teach on an ongoing basis, things like listing conversion and the pricing series and perspectives that we taught yesterday. It was super fun. So all of that, if you know what it is that you're looking for, the playlist should help you get there that much quicker. Okay, any questions on YouTube in our library? Cool. Okay, so now I get to talk with you guys about my very favorite thing. This is brand new, and this is RE/MAX University. So if you guys have been a part of RE/MAX for any length of time, you would probably agree with me when I say that RE/MAX University was a nightmare to navigate. There was really good content in there, but it was so difficult to find it. So in the fourth quarter of this past year in 2021, RE/MAX was listening to all of this feedback, and they completely revamped RU, which makes me super happy. But better than that, they now allow the brokerages at the local level, us, to upload our content into RE/MAX University so that if you guys are in there getting CE or a designation or a certification, you could still access all of our local level material from that same platform, which is awesome. One of the other key benefits that we now have the availability to do is we can send you courses. So like if you came to me and you were like, hey, I really want to explore commercial, but I don't have a clue where to start. I could go into RU, find a certification course or an intro to commercial and send it to you. I would see if you watched it or if you didn't watch it. So that way I knew if there was an error or if the video was, didn't work or whatever, then I would be aware of that too. This is going to come in handy for things like onboarding, things like when somebody expresses interest in creating a team, we can create playlists just like we could with YouTube, where it's like, okay, you're a brand new agent to RE/MAX One. Here's all the videos that you need to watch before you do anything else. So it's going to be a lot of fun to be able to utilize those kinds of features. And I would love to show you guys how to access it yourself. And it starts, like most things, with Max Center. That's why we put such an emphasis on what is your RE/MAX.net email address, what is your password. You need to write it down, tattoo it on your arm. Do not lose it, because that's going to give you access to all of these tools and resources that we talk about all the time. It's also incredibly important if you're interested at all in online leads. If you haven't logged into a lot of the tools, even if you don't do anything, you just need to open them, because that's going to help to create that access when the online leads need to be distributed. If you haven't logged into Megaphone, for example, if you haven't opened Booge, you are working against yourself, because those things are what helps sort of create a fuller profile for you in the eyes of RE/MAX online so that they can distribute those leads down. Okay, so with Max Center, you would just open up Google Chrome, and yes, it does like Google Chrome. It's real finicky with anything like Safari or even Edge or Internet Explorer. Don't do it. It's bad. Do Google Chrome. It's more secure and it's quicker. So all of the RE/MAX technology really thrives on that platform. So it's a free download. I would encourage you to use that. But you'll go to your internet browser, you'll type in RE/MAX.net to get to this login screen that you see. And then using your RE/MAX.net login credentials, usually it's your first name and last name and the password that you set, you'll log in. And once you're logged in, you're going to see your home screen, your dashboard. And yours is going to look a little bit different than mine, because what this will do is tailor the content based on what you've already interacted with. So you may have different stuff here. You may have the same stuff. Your favorite apps or your frequently used apps may be different than mine. That's okay. There's nothing wrong. It changes per user. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here on the left-hand side and click on apps. That's going to allow us to see all of our tech and tools that are available to us. And this top left one, it's one of my favorites. So you guys may have to scroll down a little bit to find yours, but I've bookmarked that one because I've been working in it a lot, and that's why mine's up here. But that's what you're looking for. The old RE/MAX University app, I don't know if they've kept it on here while they're decommissioning it or if it's been removed. Yeah, it's gone. Perfect. So this is the one you're looking for. It's got the balloon and then it says University to the right-hand side. You're going to click on that and you're going to be taken to the brand new RU. And what's fun about this too is the more videos that you watch, the more webinars that you watch, you get any kind of designation, or if you sign up for coaching or whatever the case may be for RU, the more you interact with it, the more you qualify for them to send you little fun prizes based on your involvement with the platform. They do send things. I've gotten like a little Bluetooth speaker randomly before, and I was like, this is awesome. And it had the Remax logo on it, and it's a really good speaker. So I would encourage you to do that. This is what RU now looks like. If y'all remember what it was before, you're probably like, holy cow, because that's how I felt about it. This is so much cleaner and so much better organized because you can go into these different little sections right here. And again, yours may look a little different, okay, because I'm staff, I'm not an agent, but yours is going to be grouped in the same way. You're going to have agent development, you're going to have business operations, you're going to have those types of things. But what I want to call to your attention is right here on the left. Do you guys see where it says my resources, my brokerage, my region, my courses, my channels? Okay, so that's where you're going to be able to access that local level content. The stuff that we're going to be adding into it, our resources that we can add into it. We're able to add videos, files, PDFs, all those kinds of fun things. This is where you're going to go. So while you're getting used to the new RU, I would just encourage you to go right in here. And for our purposes today, we're going to click on my brokerage. I'm going to cross my fingers if that's correct, because I always want to go to my channels, and that's not where I want to go. I want to go to my brokerage. And then it may take a little bit to load, but what should happen is all of the resources that we've been uploading over the last month should show up here. And they should also have those clips of what you saw in YouTube.
Yeah, I see them. I'm following along with you.
Yay. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad your internet is quicker than mine because mine is still. We'll give it just a second. I had to test this. I called Stacey Harley right before Christmas and I was like, hey, can you log into your Mac Center and go to RU and tell me if you can see this content or if I totally put them in the wrong place? She was like, yeah, hang on. She called me and she was like, okay, is this what it is? She sent me a video and I was like, yes, thank you, God. Because it takes a while to like upload every one of those videos that y'all saw, but shame if I put them in the wrong spot. So yours will not be this slow. I don't know why mine is this slow. Mandy obviously is like lightning. So hers are already showing up. But when you click on my brokerage, those videos are going to show up right here. And those playlists are going to show up as well. To watch them, you literally just click on it. It'll open up straight from within this platform. Now, the other thing that I want to show you guys, I'm going to go back to RU and just kind of give you an overview of some of the other features that I really like. Hopefully, if the internet cooperates. Hang on just a second. Okay, we're back. Up here in the top left, this is updated each week with all of the webinars, trainings, workshops that Remax, the mothership, is going to be putting on either through the Remax technology team or through the agent development team. You guys can come in here anytime and click on that to be able to see what the schedule is that Remax corporate is offering to you guys in the form of education and your, development. So you would just click on view the schedule and sign up. And then if there's anything that interests you, sometimes the webinars will also give you like a 1-hour CE credit. So if those of you who still need several hours, that might be a good thing for you to plug into. But you'll see scrolling down, they also categorize them according to the day of the week. This is so helpful because if you know you have a slower kind of a downtime day, this would be a really good way to kind of reintroduce some of the technology to you that maybe you haven't played with yet. Or maybe it's been a while since you last played with it. And y'all can see, I mean, there's so much that's being offered on a daily basis. So much. And that's updated weekly. So when Remax is publishing these types of things, I would just make it a part of your routine. If you're logging into Max Center for any of the other tools, just hop over to RU and see what's available and just schedule a little bit throughout the week. Okay, so
I'm sorry, Kristen, where did you say you initially clicked on that for the schedule?
So I went back to the main screen, kind of like the main dashboard in RU, and this big box here at the top left that says weekly live tech trainings. You click right there and that'll
Okay.
take you to like a daily breakdown.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Now, oh, you're welcome. You can also do the same thing right here where it says sign up for an upcoming webinar. This again is on the main dashboard on the left-hand side. You'll see, continuing to scroll down, all of the most recently added courses. So as they teach these webinars, as they're teaching the training, they're recording them and then uploading them into RU. So if you miss it and it was something that you really wanted to attend, check that because it'll be there. If you click on the Remax technology here on the left sidebar, that's going to be everything that's related to our Remax tech and tools. Same thing with Momentum. The broker training you guys may not see. You might not, I'm not sure. But going up here to agent development, you can click on that too. Yours might look a little bit different because mine is more like broker facing content. Yours is going to be more geared toward you and your development, like watching them meet with a seller and go through the listing conversation, how to speak with a buyer, how to overcome an objection, those types of things. But the videos look just like this. So it's little thumbnails, and then you would just click on whatever one interested you. If you have to start it and stop it, it will send you an email reminder saying, hey, it looks like you started this video and you made it this far. Do you want to resume now? Yep, because you may get into it, you get a phone call, you have to leave, but you want to come back to it. Lots of improvements when it comes to RU that I am very, very personally excited about. If you want to take a tour of all of the robust features, which I have not even fully gone through all the new features yet, if you guys go back to your main dashboard when it comes to RU, this Welcome to Remax University in the top right-hand corner, you can click on that to take a guided walkthrough where they'll introduce to you all of the improvements that they've made to the platform. Any questions? Like here's one, certified new home specialist certification. I would also tell you guys, if you're interested in any kind of third-party coaching, like Buffini, Tom Ferry, Rural Workman, any of those guys, a lot of times Remax, the mothership, will partner with those coaches to be able to pass through a lot of discounts. So if that's something that you're curious about, look in here too. There's information on that. There's also plenty of certification, professional designation courses, as well as CE that's offered. And they used to have like a little book library too for books like Atomic Habits and The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, and a couple of those, the E-Myth, all of those that are really geared toward the industry. You used to be able to go in here and it was kind of like a little store where you could get discount prices on the development and educational books. So that might be there too. Any questions on property-based back agent library, YouTube library, or RU library? No. Okay. Good. Good. I did record this, so I will upload that into each one of these platforms. Which one do y'all feel like is the most friendly? If you had to go into any of the three, which one do you think you would utilize more if you were looking for this kind of content?
What do you mean, like the YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube, back agent, or RU?
Go to YouTube.
Never go to
I
YouTube.
really don't. I'm curious about this now.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah, I think I'm more likely to go to RU or back agent just because there's more resources there,
Yes. Yep. That's true. Because I could easily see myself like with really good intentions going to YouTube and then get pulled away like to a makeup tutorial or something else. So like that would be, I would just be down the rabbit hole. So all right.
I mean,
Well, thanks, y'all.
YouTube is convenient, but there's just so many other resources to explore in this in RU or what, as opposed to just going there and watching videos.
Mhm.
That's me.
Perfect. Thank you all for your feedback. This is a quick class. We're done. I've got another one at 11:30 and it's a Google Calendar overview. The Google Calendar is like my wubby. I cannot function without my calendar. So that's what I'm going to go over at 11:30. But if y'all have questions when you get into this, or if anything is not working in any of these libraries, when you go to play it, please let us know because we need to know so we can get rid of it and replace it. But thank y'all for being here today. Becky, good to have you. Good to see you. Mandy, thank you for your feedback.
Thank you.
And
Later, Gator.
bye.